Hi guys, it's me, Mrs. Stylianou. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to do lawnmower strips with painting. So I have my paint here. We're going to be making an ocean themed or pool themed background. So with lawnmower strips, what we do is we work with one strip at a time. Okay, so I'm using a square brush for this. So here's my first strip. So just as if you were mowing the lawn, I'm not going to wash my brush, okay? And what I'm going to do is use a little bit of blue this time, and I'm gonna go to the very next line underneath that last line. Now, I'm gonna be picking up a little bit of the green as I go along. Maybe I'll throw a little black in there too, just to kind of darken it up. That's a fun thing to do. So it's just kind of like line or line. You're working with full coverage. I like to start at the top and work my way down. I'm never washing my brush in this process. So what I'm looking for is that blend between the colors. And I'm just going to keep going here until I fill up my page. So we can start this together. So you're not working with some kind of pattern here. There's no patterns that you need to do. It's not as though, okay, I did green and now I need to do blue. You don't need to do that, okay? So you're doing it as you feel, okay? And you're just gonna keep working with it. So if you want yours to be more blue and less green, that's fine. If you want yours to be a darker blue, what you could do is experiment with putting a little bit of black into your brush as you work with the blue. So you can take a tiny bit of black and kind of mix it in. And we're looking for a nice even blend throughout the whole page. A little bit of my bristle got caught in there. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going so you guys can keep going as well. And we're just going to come all the way to the bottom of the picture. It's getting a little bit on the green side, so I can always add in more blue. I can come to the top and just kind of brush in more blue as it's going. If you want to get the blend, you have to do it while it's wet. Okay, so if you look at an area and you feel as though you'd like it to be blended more, you need to do it while it's wet. Because if you wait till it's dry, it's a little bit like game over. Adding a touch of green into there, okay? Be careful about going over spots a lot because your paper is in a very wet state, and since your paper is in such a wet state right now, it makes your paper very rippable. So I want you guys to just be careful. If you go onto the table, it's no big deal. It's no big deal because we're a team and we're gonna have a giant cleanup at the end of class. Okay. And I'm just gonna continue here. And pretty soon I'm gonna show you guys how to add some ocean waves into this. Or it doesn't have to be the ocean. If this is a swimming pool, it could be the waves in the pool. I can add a little more blue into there if I like. Got a little bit on the green side. The best thing you could do as an artist is self-reflect, looking at what you did and seeing how you can make improvements. There's absolutely nothing wrong with looking at what you did and saying to yourself, well, this could be fixed up a little bit in this area. I could improve that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? It does not mean that you've done something wrong. It just means that you're self-reflecting, which is a wonderful, mature trait to have. Okay, so I just added a little bit of black in there. It did take over a little bit. Black can do that sometimes. So I just put a little bit of blue on my brush. I still really like it. Just kind of blending a little bit more blue in there. All right, so I'm happy with it. I'm looking at it and I'm really happy with what I have so far. I'm not sure if it moved around a lot while I was going, so. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys how to put waves into it. All right, so we're all around here. Ooh, you know what? I just noticed I have a clumpy area. So if you're like me and you have some clumpy clumps to work out, focus on smoothing them out. There you go. Just take that minute and just smooth it out. Okay, so now I've given you guys all a bit of white, and with a smaller brush, what you can do is just go in, throw some white into there. All right, so you can play around with a little bit of a blend. I know I'm working really fast. I always say the slowest person wins the race in art. This is just a demo, so I'm working a lot faster than I would in real life. If I wanted my picture to come out really well, I would take my time. So it's really important that you do as well. All right, so I'm just getting really creative with my blend. I mean, you can keep them as lines if you want, or you can blend them up, but I'm gonna do this throughout my whole page. I'm gonna keep going in, I'm gonna keep working with this process. So you can be playful and keep it as a blend, or you can work with more of like a wave type of line, whatever you're feeling here. There's no way to do it wrong. So when I'm blending, I'm kind of picking up the colors underneath. It's really, really beautiful, actually. I love it. So again, just really feeling the process here. Having fun, getting into your art. I find that when I get into my process, I'm able to let all of my worries go away. And I just get really, really into what I'm doing. It's such a beautiful thing. So again, just kind of playing with blending. Okay. Here we are. And this is the end of the video. I'm sure it took you guys a little bit longer. It's supposed to. Great job, everyone.